Hey everyone, welcome to your workout. We're going to do a yoga flow, some sun salutations, and then some stretches that are specific to helping out your neck and back pain. Just stretches, real basic. Pretty much anybody can do them. If you need some assistance for these stretches, grab a towel and a set of yoga blocks for our supported fish pose. You can also use a pillow or any kind of towel or belt that you have lying around. And so we'll just get started in a second. Grab your mat and your 2 or 3 pieces of equipment, and I'll catch you in just a second. All right, everyone, we're here at the front of our mat. We're gonna get started with our sun salutations. Walk all the way to the front. If you'd like to, arms are gonna come overhead. And then exhale to forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. And then exhale, hands are back down to the floor. We're gonna step back with the right. And then the left leg. We're gonna bring our knees to the floor and do a knees to chest, chin, chaturanga style. This is a beginner style, like chaturanga. So you're gonna bend your elbows, bring the chest and chin down to the floor, and inch up into your cobra pose or upward facing dog, where your legs are lifted off the mat, your thighs. And then let's push back into downward facing dog. We're going to breathe here for 5 breaths. Shaking out the head and neck. We're just getting warmed up with these sun salutations. Get the body ready for some stretches. All right, then we're gonna bend the knees, inhale and step back to the front of the mat. Arms come up overhead, hands back down in prayer. Inhale, arms overhead, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, you're gonna bend the knees slightly, step back with the right foot and back with the left foot. Now we're gonna do the chaturanga push-up. So you're gonna bend your elbows, keep the legs, the knees off the mat. Bring your chest down and push up into upward facing dog. And then down into downward facing dog. Take your 5 breaths. Maybe try to press the heels down a little bit closer to the floor, or even walk out the downward facing dog. Even shake your head out if you want to. And then let's bend the knees, step back to the front of the mat, lift up, hands back in prayer position. All right, let's go through this one more time, only now we're gonna do sun salutation B. So we start in our Utkatasana chair pose. Arms overhead, come into your chair pose, forward fold, halfway, back into chair, hands come to the floor, stepping back with the right, back with the left, chaturanga dandasana. Come up into upward facing dog. And then push back into downward facing dog. 1 breath here. Step forward with the right foot into Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Press the hands back to the floor. Step back. Plank, chaturanga. Come up into upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping forward into your warrior 1 with your left foot, hands back to the floor, step back, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and then back into your downward facing dog. Let's breathe here for 5 breaths. And then we're going to bend the knees, inhale and jump forward or step. into our Utkatasana chair pose, and then come back up into our standing pose. Whew. All right, that was good for our little warm-up. Now we're going to step out wide into a wide leg forward fold. This is going to be the beginning of our little stretch series. You're going to forward fold, and an opposite hand is going to reach up, and one hand is coming down to the floor. So this is like a Pilates saw stretch, only we're staying in the middle, and we're doing a twist to stretch out the spine. Looking over to one side. You can also do a half bind with the top arm and look up to the sky or the ceiling. Stretching the back out here. Lift that arm up. Switch the hands. Maybe half bind on the opposite arm also. We'll twist here. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands. Then let's go into our deeper wide leg forward fold. Let's try to get some relief in the neck and the spine. Let's maybe nod the head and do some semicircles. And then we're going to push up. We're going to walk our feet in, and now we're going to do our chicken pose. So this is going to help with our lower back stretch, and we're also putting pressure on our ears or the back of our head to stretch out the neck. This one is a little more advanced. If you just want to do the basic forward fold, you will just come down using your blocks if you need them. Blocks can help you bring the ground closer to you. You can set them on any level, flatten them out, or turn them onto the sides. If you're going to try the chicken pose of Vrksasana, you're going to take your hands and thread them through the legs, and then try to grab onto your earlobes. And then see if you can even bring the feet closer together and straighten your legs. This is going to give you some relief in your spine and your neck. And we're just going to hold. If you're doing the forward fold, also hold. Breathe into the stretch. You can also try to walk in this chicken pose. Follow the mat with your backwards vision here. And then try to straighten those legs. Carefully release. And then we're just going to end up in our forward fold here. Maybe bend the knees to take some pressure off the back. And 5. And then we're going to step it down into a downward facing dog. Again, we're stretching out the upper spine and stretching out the back, the hamstrings, everything that ties to those tight muscles. And then we're going to roll forward and park it on our knees for a cat-cow stretch and some thread the needles. Cat-cow is a very easy go-to stretch for all these muscles, tight muscles in your back and neck. Okay, so let's curl up with the spine. The chin is tucking into the chest. And then inhale to push forward. Let's do a few of these. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, roll it forward. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, coming forward. And then exhale, lifting up. And then inhale to relax. Now we're going to do a little chest dip. So it's the same thing as your cat-cow, only you're dropping your chest and then pushing up. So you drop your chest through the shoulders. It's a very subtle movement. If you can see, I'm just dropping my chest and letting my shoulders go up a little bit and then coming back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're getting a little stretch back there. in those shoulders. All right, let's take a thread the needle. Right arm comes up, threading through. Extend the opposite arm above the head or wrap it around the back, whatever feels better for you. Or you can even grab a hold of the top edge of your mat. A couple of breaths here. All right, and push up. Let's take a stretch to the other side, lifting the arm up, thread it through, extend the top arm. And then let's come up and release. Push back for a toe stretch. And lean away. Maybe cross your hands in front of your chest. And then gently lift up onto your knees. We're going to do a camel pose here. So you can do a single camel pose where you're just reaching for the heel if this is as far as your body can go. So we're going to practice the single version, and then if for those who want to, we'll do a double version. Reaching up, and then let's switch the hands. Try to grab on to the heel, even lean back even more, or put your hand on the hip if that's as far as your body can go. So hand on the hip is also okay. If you're doing the double version, let's come into that one now. So you're going to take both hands, either the toes are curled under or they're flat, and you're going to reach for the heels, the hips, the heels or the hips, and open this chest. This is a great stretch for the back and the neck. Looking up to the sky. Try to hold here for 5 breaths, opening up that throat. And 5, and then carefully tuck your chin. One hand comes to the hip and the other comes to the hip for support, and then let's counter stretch by coming down into a wide knee, child's pose. Relax the forehead on the floor. Extend the arms up above. You're stretching out your upper spine. And then carefully roll up. We're going to practice a couple of shoulder and arm exercises. This is where you want to grab your towel. So, first one is going to be a reverse prayer. This is prayer position to the front. We're going to take our hands behind the back and do reverse prayer. So I will show you the back view. You're sitting in your seated, comfortable pose. The hands are going to come behind the back, just like little wings. See if you can turn your hands upward, and then you're going to press your palms together to get in a reverse prayer position. This is a great stretch for the posture and the spine. Try to stay seated on your hips. And breathe. I'll turn around and face. So the side view, you're getting a deep stretch in your shoulders. Keep your head lifted up tall. Great stretch. A few breaths here. And then you're going to come out of it and release the hands. Shake them out just a little bit. We're going to keep going back there behind our backs. Let's take our towel if you need it. Take your left hand, the towel's in your left hand, and then draping your right hand below, grab onto that towel. And this is a cow pose with, the arm cow pose, the arm version. So if you can do this, you can use your towel or try to reach your fingertips to each other. And just hold this. Good shoulder stretch. Also working the posture and helping support the neck. And release. Let's go ahead and switch out the hands using the towel for support or just free-handed like this. So try to push that elbow up higher. If you push the elbow up higher, if it's falling down to the side, try to push up higher. You deepen that stretch in your tricep. All right. Good, and then we're going to release. Ooh, stretch out these arms. It's really good for the arms and chest opening. Let's go into eagle arms. So you're gonna bring your arms together. Right arm goes underneath the left. And you bring your hands together into this eagle posture. This is stretching out the back. I'm showing you a semi-side view here. So we're just gonna hold this and let's lift up the elbows and drop them down for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's lift it back up and hold here for 10 seconds. There we go. Release the arms. Shake them out if you need them. Take now the left arm underneath the right. Get into your eagle arms on this side. Very, this is a hard stretch, but it feels good on the shoulders. Woo. And then let's lift up the elbows for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then push those elbows up a little bit higher and breathe for 10 seconds. And then release. Ooh, shake all of that out. Let's do some shoulder rolls. 3, 4, and 5. And go in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. While we're sitting here, we're going to do a seated twist. Legs can be extended, or you can bend both legs. So we're gonna do this the twist with both knees bent. So hooking your arm or wrapping it around the right leg, the left leg is down on the mat, and you could do this hooking motion and twist your body. The back hand is close to the hips, looking over the shoulder. Few breaths here. Good spine twist. Lift up the arm, and then let's uncross the legs and recross them. Arm up, push it against the back of that knee, and twist. Looking over your back shoulder, the hand is close to you. And release the hand. Come back. Let's windshield wipe the legs, the fancy version. So this will help relieve some of the stress in the back. You can use your arms to dive forward as you twist your legs, or use your hands for support. I'm going to do the diving chest version to lift up the legs. This is going to open my chest and help me stretch out the neck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pushing out with that chest, 9, and 10. Good. And now we're going to come into a malasana squat using a block. So you don't have to actually squat low, but you're just going to park it on top of a pillow or your yoga block. You can even have a double stack of yoga blocks underneath you, and then come up to your tall posture here. This is going to open the hips, stretch you out, relieve some of that tightness in your body. Press on the insides of your knees. This is the modified version of a Malasana squat. All right, and then let's release the blocks. That was fun. I like these funny poses. Okay, let's do some rolling like a ball. From the bottom of your mat, we're going to go backwards just to work the spine a little bit. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll strengthen the core a little bit, which is going to help your back muscles. Strengthen the core. Open up into your boat to canoe pose here. Holding, you can flex your feet. The lower down you go, the more challenging it is for your core. And then bring it back in. And let's go into a nice little reverse bridge. Picking yourself up and push the hips up, and the neck is going back. Some relief on the spine and the neck. Squeezing the glutes together. And then swing set the hips back to the floor. Let's open the legs a little bit and just do a little bit of a wide leg forward fold. If you want to use your blocks here, you can rest your chin. So we're stretching out the lower back and holding for a few seconds. And then come up, cactusing the arms. Let's twist forward and then twist to the other side. Forward, twist, forward, twist. Keeping those shoulders and elbows upright. Elbows are at 90-degree angle. And 9 and 10. And then come back down. Let's just do some neck stretches. You can rest your hands on top of your block to keep your posture tall. And let's just open up the head and neck for an exaggerated neck stretch. Open up the head and neck. I just mean lift it up. Lower and lift. Feel free to close your eyes like I do. And 9 and 10. Now let's take it from side to side. 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 5, up, 6, up, 7, up, 8, up, 9, up, and 10, up. All right, let's get into our fish pose, supported fish. This is when you need your blocks. The back block is on the tall level. That's going to be supporting your head and neck. And then the middle block is going to go just underneath your neck, like shoulder blades placement just underneath. So you're going to lie down on top, get into your supported fish, make adjustments to the block so that you feel like you're opening your chest and head. I have my block right underneath my shoulder blades, those little chicken wings. We're going to open up the palms and we're going to hold here. This is a great release for the head and the neck. And breathe into it. And just relax. A few breaths here. This can also be your Shavasana. You're relaxing your jaw, opening the jaw, let it just drop naturally, opening your hands, let your feet fan out to the sides, opening the chest, taking some of that pressure off the spine, so we're decompressing here. And then you're going to come out of it by tucking your chin to the chest and doing a little bit of a roll up with your body. And now you come into your seated pose, your Sukhasana. And that's going to be it for today's yoga workout. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you on a live session soon. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.